The eagle is about to land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DVD.
Yeah. The new toy is about to arrive.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. See you.
Bye bye, Mr. DPD man. Oh, what have you got?
I've got a new toy.
Should we go and open it?
Shall we?
Shall we? Come on.
The unboxing. This is the lovely bit. I do like an unboxing. So and this way up. Don't think it really matters which end, but I'm going to go with the level of the writing.
Okay.
So open it carefully just in case nothing damaged. Right.
It was worth checking, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Sorry.
That's all right.
We like Andersons.
We do, yes. It was so funny that the delivery man arrives on time.
Yeah.
Well, 2 minutes before.
Our allotted slot.
Our allotted slot, then had to wait on the doorstep in the pouring rain.
Yeah, for the time to tick round. So you can take a photograph and prove he's delivered it.
Yeah. And then after all that, the photo didn't work. Right, let's put that away. Okay. We shall reveal all. Just push that back and then I can slide it out on the top here.
Good call.
Just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Packaging. Keep, just in case. Interior box, there we go. Ooh, what have we got here?
Wow.
That's still the one way up. I mean, if you're going to do it, take a nice shot the right way up.
Nice.
Okay, right, we're going in.
We're going in.
Oh, that's quite pleasing, that. I like it when it just goes all the way through. She said.
Might have a bit at the bottom, I think.
There's a little bit there. Ah. I assume security to show it hasn't been opened before. There we go.
Yeah.
Go back up. Again, do it the right way up.
Comes in a nice case, doesn't it, I think?
And the case is obviously for extra protection there. I'm going to see if that will come out. No. I think I might open the other end and just push it. So I don't want to drag or...
No. I'm also okay.
Lovely. Let's do a push. There we go. That's better.
She pushed it onto the floor.
No, I won't.
It's not like you're clumsy in any way, did you?
I am known for it.
Lovely box, another one for the loft.
Yes, or don't. I mean, this has been days and days of research and sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Just trying to think, is this the right one to get? This is, well, this is to mix, well, it's your band, my husband's band. For the viewers who don't know who's filming this. He's in a band called The Management, and they are a band with two guitarists who also do the vocals, the bass guitar and drummer. And I have to say myself, I think they're very good. And they play a lot of here in the UK, I don't know about in America or anywhere else, we've got social clubs. And they're very, very popular, and that's probably their main bread and butter, but obviously it's clubs, pubs, social clubs, that sort of thing. plus a fair bit of private hire parties and the rest. So what the problem we found is that obviously the band, they set themselves up, and so after setting themselves up and they do a sound check their mics, everything else, and they set it to all those levels, and then I will come in and people start coming in, and the moment of course you've got a crowd in a room, the sound dynamics in a room or hall, wherever you happen to be, they just alter completely. So you've got a different mix to the one you first set up, which is a problem for a lot of bands who don't have somebody out there mixing for them, and most small bands can't afford somebody to do their mixing for them. It's another person to pay.
You're very cheap.
I'm very cheap. And the other problem I found is the band, before my husband joined, didn't have a keyboard player as such. So the keyboards are quite a difficult thing to bring into a mix because different sounds, different patches on keyboards will sound very, very different according to what you're playing. So you've got a piano sound as a certain volume, and then you've got maybe an organ patch or something else like that. Strings, they're all going to be different. And so the difficulty is hand signals from out in the dark to somebody on the stage, they're not always picking them up. And it's very difficult. So I'm doing this or I'm doing that, and that's no good. So I have been saying this for a while, you need somebody to mix. This is the best way. This is an ideal system because it's got, the mixer itself is up on the stage or to the side of the stage, wherever you set it up, but it works remotely to an iPad or another tablet, whichever tablet you have. It works remotely, so somebody can be sitting out from the audience's point of view to hear exactly what's going on the right side of the speakers, and can alter things when they come up. So if there's somebody needs to go down a little bit, or if somebody's singing a little bit quietly, you can do all the things you need to do to get the sound just right. Bingo. This is just what we need.
Good stuff. Let's have a look at it then.
Okay.
So it comes in a nice case.
Yeah, I think we have all the usual. Wonderful stickers.
Yeah, which we'll never use.
Like Apple, what do you do with them?
Yeah, bin.
Gift
You think you're going to use them, you never do.
Never do. Yeah, anyway, stickers. Lovely for children.
Comes in a case.
And it comes in a case. I'm going to remove that.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case of accidents.
And yeah, lovely Velcro. Extra security on the handle. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Right, here we go. Ta-da! Look at that.
Oh, it looks nice.
That's nice. That's nice.
And it's kind of a hard polystyrene case. Is that kind of?
Yeah, I'd say that's.
Oh, it's not a flight case, but
it's denser than polystyrene.
For a guy like me who puts his stuff in a car and drives to a gig, it's not getting thrown in a van or something, is
that
it?
That is very, very nice.
Looks alright.
I love the way that's all.
Just get a close up of
Very
it.
pleasing. Even before we take it out, that is very, very pleasing. I like it.
Nice. And which version of the mixer have we got here?
It doesn't stay up, but maybe it will do in time.
No, I don't think it does.
So this is the TouchMix-8.
By what company?
Oh, this is by QSC.
Right. How do we remember that?
Well, I say Quick Setup Console.
And I say Quicksilver Charlie.
I don't know why. So anyway, yeah, it's made by QSC. It's a TouchMix-8. It's been around a while, but it still seems to fit.
2014 actually it came out, and it's now 2023.
But there you go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. You know what's to change if it's working. The only thing we'll need to do is a firmware update on it.
We may have to.
I think we do, but we'll find out.
Okay.
We'll check all that.
What else do we need to do?
And we'll download the app.
And register it?
Well, then register it, but I tend to do that anyway.
Yeah.
One of the tips I've got for registering anything is take a photograph of it. Then you're not squinting at the back of it, because by the time you think of registering, sometimes you've set the whole thing up and all the cables are attached.
Yeah, and you can't see the serial
And you
number.
can't see the, so my tip, and then you've also got a permanent record. You've got a photograph of that serial number, and I think that's such a good idea. I'll just pass that on, no charge. Okay, let's take this out. I'm going to have to hold that up at the same time. So.
Is it heavy?
No, that's the mixer. What's that?
That's pound. Oh, about £4?
It might be slightly more.
I think it is about £4.5.
Maybe, yeah.
I may have read.
Feels getting on for 5, but there you go.
Power supply here, so it's. I've been told not to drop this or damage it because they're £300 to replace. It's a very strange fitting on the actual mixer end.
Oh yeah.
And show the camera.
Oh well, this is unusual. I don't think I've seen one like that before.
Very weird. Very weird.
That is odd.
Strange, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, power supply.
Mhm. And then the usual kettle.
And kettle
Yeah.
So unwrap this lovely thing. I like the look of it. I like the feel. It feels like quality. I don't know why. How can you tell if something is quality or not? But you just can somehow.
We have watched probably hundreds and hundreds of videos of this
certainly have.
in the week that we've been thinking about it.
Yeah. So I don't want to spoil the sellotape. Just in case. It's always just in case. Something doesn't work, you've got to send it back. Yeah. Keep it nice.
So is that the...
Okay, I won't take that off, not for the minute.
No, it's
leave that on until we've tested the whole thing.
If it doesn't work, then it's hard to get that back on. Let's get a nice close up.
Get it on nicely. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's really lovely, isn't it?
It's got a nice... It's small.
It's a nice
footprint is...
Yeah.
I mean, when you're...
Well, it's about a small it's like a small laptop, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean... Bearing in mind that most of the places you play...
not a lot of room.
No.
On stage.
No, you struggle for space, and so I think you were going to put this on a projector stand, so then it will be flat, but at a nice height for you. Should anything go, you know, I can't get the iPad or whatever, you can quickly get to it, so it's rather nice. Bit the side of your keyboard. I think...
So we're pretty much done there, I think.
Pretty much done, but I want to show the app. If you just give me a moment.
Okay.
Which I did download earlier.
Right, so this is for your iPad.
This is the app for my iPad, which I will show you.
It's worth saying that in March 2023, where we are now, the app for a recent Android tablet doesn't work. It only works on older Android tablets, so just bear that in mind. If you're planning on using an Android tablet, you might need an older one. So this is the app.
So you can see it is almost like a mirror image of what's there.
Well, once you get the screen
Once you get the screen, all the different channels, you can see where that works, mixers, and once it's connected, the graphics and all the rest of the equalisers, so on and so forth, they're all there on the iPad to mirror what's going on there. It's a very nice interface.
And we'll show you all that when we hook it all up.
Yeah, definitely.
Happy so far?
I do love a new toy.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, but this isn't so much a toy. This is going to be, if this all works and I get to grips with it quickly, I think it's going to really make your gigs better. I don't know how you can improve on that.
It'll take the pressure off me because I don't have to worry about whether I'm singing too quietly or too loud, or whether my keyboard patches are too loud or too soft, or I don't have to look to you for hand signals. I leave it all in your capable hands. And the joy about this mixer is if the iPad side of it goes down, I've still got the physical controls by the side of me on stage that I can mix, which is more or less what we do at the moment with our old analogue mixer.
Let's not forget, on the back, to just explain the connection between the iPad and the desk, is the Wi-Fi dongle on the back.
Oh, that's actually
now that's tiny. Don't miss it. That could easily be missed, broken, jogged.
Well, we looked at a second-hand one where that was missing, didn't we, the other day? But we're actually thinking we're not going to use that. We're going to unplug that, plug in an Ethernet to USB adapter. Yep,
and then use a wireless router.
Use a cheap wireless router, which is a more reliable system, we think. But this may work fine, but we don't know.
It'll work fine, and it's very intuitive. You're literally setting up a network between your device, your tablet, and the desk, and that's really easy. You'll make a network on the desk itself. You'll call it whatever you want to do.
So you're not using the actual internet at all.
No.
So there's no problem. The only problem that could happen is if a venue has a Wi-Fi defeater, which some venues do for some reason, so you can only use their Wi-Fi.
So if you're using a router, that is your network, and nobody can access that, and it won't interfere. So that is, and having spoken to QSC support over here in the UK, they recommend doing just that. It
is very confusing, and this is one of the things that almost put us off buying the thing, is this terrible confusion about whether to get this router or not, or whether the thing's going to work or not. And obviously if it doesn't work, this will have to go back, because it's an awful lot of money that we can't afford to waste if it's not going to work. So the next stage, of course, is to get all this booted up, and we'll come back and show you when we've done that.
Yeah, good.
What we're trying to do now is hook the iPad up to the mixer using the Wi-Fi dongle in the back, so this is not the best way to do it, but for home use and studio use we think this is fine. And what Jenny's got to do is to, well, you explain it, Jenny.
Well, at the moment I'm just going into the manual setup bit, and there's a big agreement to go down in licence.
This is the thing that nobody ever reads. I often wonder if they put things in there to see if anyone ever reads it.
It's not going anywhere, that mixer setup network.
Network, that's it.
Okay, set the password, keep that. So create new network, I think. Let's do that.
Right. I don't think you need to do that because you've done it really. You're going to keep that password. It's the same one everyone else does.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That's how configure.
Very network. Network successfully created or joined.
Yeah, so you've got to find that on your iPad now, haven't you?
Okay, so now you go to...
Get the iPad open.
So now we're looking for the network.
That's it, it's on top, isn't it? Isn't it that
this
one?
is
19? That's it, that's that one there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, yeah? I've set up a network between the mixer and my iPad, and the way you do that is obviously you go to the menu button on here, it was, the menu here on the side, and it was manual setup on the mixer. And I left it literally as it was. It's got a very long name. I'll rename it eventually. I just wanted to make sure it all works. The password on it is the generic one.
Yeah, one.
I'm not going to give that away, but you'll find out. Okay, so then I went to my iPad. You go into settings on an iPad. Then you go to Wi-Fi, and you look for other settings other than your internet. You look for the settings, and obviously the name of this came up, which is a long number and a couple of letters. Found that, joined it. Immediately it says no internet connection. Well, of course, you don't want internet connection.
You want to be connected to that?
Just this.
Right, so then what happens?
So then, don't worry. So then you have to give it permission, so you come back to the mixing desk, and it says, new device, Jenny's iPad Air 3 has connected to the mixer. See remote control, blah, blah, to grant access. So remote control, there we go. Remote control, and here is my device come up on the screen. I don't know if you can see that.
I'm just getting away.
Got that?
Jenny's iPad Air 3, yeah?
That is me, so I grant access to that. There's little things we can do for access.
Just
full
full
access.
access. No, check it over.
There we go.
Right,
and that's all I need to do.
Save.
Save. I think it'll probably work without the plastic on.
So that device first.
Yeah, okay. I think we're going to have to take this off, love. Okay. There we go. Let's take that off. Keep it there. Dust free. Choose the iPad.
A bit unresponsive, this, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Yeah, I've done that. Oh, that's annoying. How come your fingers work and mine don't?
My hands are warmer than yours.
Oh, that's what it was. Grant full access, network setup, blah, blah, save. Save access controls. Yes, you can use your fingers instead of mine. Thank you.
So you're all linked in now. Now you come back to your iPad.
Back to my iPad. And you're connected with full access. You see it.
So we're going to see if the...
Let's choose that one.
Look at that. So the iPad is connected. Good stuff.
So now all I've got to do is get to grips with it, learn it, find all the controls.
So we've actually got our PA system set up in another room, albeit a very small room. So we're going to plug it all up, wire it all up, and put some sounds. I'm going to play some keyboard, and I'm going to sing on my mic, and we'll play some music through it and see if we can get it all up and running. That's the next phase.
Testing.